Jahonna Lipscomb, again from Pittsburgh Brashear High School, and went to Morocco as part of our scholarship experience.
So, good evening. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Good evening. My name is Jahonna Lipscomb. I'm a senior over at John A. Brashear High School. And this summer, I got to study multiculturalism in the Arab world hosted in Morocco. In this presentation, I want to talk about two really big subjects, which is cultural exchange, but also leadership development. Cultural exchange, to me personally, comes from the similarities and differences between here and Morocco, but also expectations that may or may not have been fulfilled. And one really big thing I realized in Morocco was the difference in gender roles in society between public life and private life, where because it's like a dominantly Islamic country, you would think at the tip of the iceberg male dominance is everywhere, which for the most part it is. But in private life, it's completely different. When women have complete control of the household, and when I say complete control, I mean complete control. When we would be eating dinner, my host mother, she would feed my host father, but not because she's his slave or because she's letting him eat. It's the simple fact that she's giving him permission to eat in her house. When he would go throughout the house, he would have to make aware to her where he's going, what room he's going to, and what he's going to do. He didn't have to blatantly ask her, can I go to the bathroom? But if she really wanted to, she could deprive the right of him using the bathroom. And experiencing that firsthand was something that I honestly never expected to see. Another thing that was actually true to me that I was expecting was the clothing difference. In the whole country of Morocco, there's a conservative dressing, where for both genders, you can't show your shoulders or your knees in public life. Where at home, I could wear not anything I want, but I could show my shoulders or knees. But when my host father was around, I couldn't show either of them. So if I was in Morocco right now wearing this dress, I would get shuma, which means shameful in Moroccan Darija. And it's really ironic because in the United States, at least in social media and in entertainment, the less amount of clothes you have on, it seems the more praised you are, the more you're liked, the more the attention you get. But in Morocco, it's the complete opposite. The more clothes you have on and the less skin you're showing, the more respected and prestige you are. And I found that to be, it was really cool, but it was really weird at the same time. And in Morocco, I learned a very simple thing and something that is very similar. I learned that we all smile in the same language. No matter how old you are, how young you are, how rich, how poor, whatever language you speak, we all know what a smile means. A smile means the same thing to everyone. And speaking towards the young teens that I met in Morocco, this was at a carnival, we all loved the same exact things. We all listened to Justin Bieber. Even though none of them knew the words he was saying, they still sung along. And we had an a cappella on one of the buses with the kids, and it was absolutely amazing. And that's a picture of us in the Sahara. And it was really amazing to see because we're all not as different as we actually think we are. While I was in Morocco, towards my leadership development, I learned a lot of things about myself. I learned that I'm absolutely in love with Moroccan culture and fashion. And when all else fails, if you can ride a camel, I promise you can do anything on this planet Earth. The skills it takes to ride a camel are the skills of a gold medalist in the Olympics. The amount of strength, patience, and balance you need is absolutely amazing to me. And on a more serious note, I also learned and gained a large amount of communication skills. While I was in Morocco, I don't think I held one full conversation with my host father, at least verbally. But they showed me that actions speak louder than words, and that communication goes way beyond words, and it's through gestures and body language. And on my last day at breakfast, my host mother, she made the form of cradling like a baby, like it was me. And she made a gesture of her breastfeeding me, for her to prove that she believed that Allah sent me on this earth to be her second American daughter. And it was an absolutely beautiful thing to see. Like me and my host sister, we would always put hearts in the air to show that we loved each other. And it was absolutely amazing because I realized I didn't need words to communicate with these people. The simple fact that they never let me go to bed without a full stomach and a smile on my face, it showed that they actually cared and loved me. And I thought that was an absolutely beautiful thing. In this picture, you see wide open, beautiful land. But something that's also in this picture is it's empty. Isolation probably became one of my best friends while I was in Morocco. And I was one who thought I loved to be by myself, but when put into a situation like this, I learned that I love people way more than I thought I did. because there would be times where my host family would be gone and I couldn't visit my friends, so I would be at home just thinking. And when I start to think, I started to remember home. So I ended up being homesick and upset. So I learned that I had to keep myself active in order to keep myself happy in a way. And also through my leadership development, while I was in Morocco, feminism was a really big thing. Thought it was awful. I was very happy I was going to Morocco for that. Because Morocco is a country that necessarily doesn't have feminism. And in my school, I come from a school where over 50% of our population are refugees from third world countries. And many of them are girls. They come from places where they aren't typically comfortable with what they can say or what they can dress. So in my school, I plan to create an advocacy group for girls of color so that they have this space where they can be comfortable, where they can say whatever they want and not feel bad about it. And I feel like it's very important for girls, especially of color, to have that voice because back home, they necessarily didn't have that, or necessarily they didn't have the education that they had. So I want to use my school and my trip as a way, as an in for them, because even though I can't directly experience what they did, I think I have somewhat of a glimpse now, and I can use that as an advantage to help them. Thank you.